WWE wasn't controlled by the fans anymore.
Back downstairs! One more time! Will it pedigree? Yes! The pedigree! The game! Stop the pedigree!
It wasn't controlled by chaos. It was controlled by one man. And he didn't need a championship to prove it. When Triple H formed the Authority, power in WWE shifted forever. But this wasn't an overnight takeover. It was decades in the making. Early career struggles. Before the suits. Before the boardroom. Before the power. Triple H was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He debuted in WWE in 1995 with an aristocrat gimmick. Blue blood. Proper posture. Polite arrogance. The character didn't connect. Then came a real-life setback. In 1996, after the infamous Madison Square Garden Curtain Call, Triple H was punished backstage for breaking character publicly. He was removed from his planned King of the Ring victory. Instead, that push went to Steve Austin, and everything changed. Triple H fell down the card. But he didn't disappear. He adapted. The big break moment. By 1997, Triple H reinvented himself. He joined D-Generation X. Attitude replaced arrogance. Rebellion replaced royalty. DX became one of the most influential factions in WWE history. Triple H slowly stepped out of Shawn Michaels' shadow. Then in 1999, he won his first WWE Championship. The cerebral assassin was born. He wasn't just a wrestler anymore. He was a strategist. The turning point. In 2000, Triple H entered a storyline marriage with Stephanie McMahon. On screen, it was manipulation. Behind the scenes, their real relationship would eventually change WWE forever. But then everything changed. In May 2001, Triple H suffered a devastating quadriceps tear on Raw. The injury was severe. Many thought his momentum was over. What happened next shocked the entire WWE universe. In January 2002, he returned at Madison Square Garden to one of the loudest ovations in company history. He wasn't just back. He was bigger, stronger, smarter, and now more connected to power than ever before. The rise of authority. By 2013, Triple H was no longer just a performer. He was Executive Vice President of Talent, Live Events, and Creative. On screen, he and Stephanie McMahon formed the Authority. Their message was simple. Best for business. But fans didn't buy it. The Authority positioned themselves as corporate rulers of WWE. They handpicked champions. They manipulated matches. They protected power. And no storyline represented this more than the war against Daniel Bryan. The Daniel Bryan conflict. In 2013, Daniel Bryan became the unlikely fan favorite. The Authority saw him as unfit to represent WWE's corporate image. They constantly undermined him, stripped him of titles, stacked odds against him. But the audience rebelled. Yes, chants filled arenas across America. No one saw this coming. At WrestleMania 30 in 2014, Daniel Bryan defeated Triple H. And later that night, won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. For a moment, the Authority's grip weakened. But power in WWE never truly disappeared. It just evolved. Peak of control. From 2013 to 2015, the Authority dominated WWE programming. Randy Orton became their chosen champion. The Shield briefly aligned with them. Corporate influence dictated outcomes. Triple H no longer needed to wrestle weekly. He controlled narratives. He influenced careers. He decided who was best for business. But then everything changed. At Survivor Series 2014, Team Senna defeated Team Authority. Triple H and Stephanie were removed from power on screen. It looked like the end. It wasn't. The reality shift. Behind the scenes, Triple H's influence was growing. He founded NXT as WWE's developmental brand. But it became more than that. Under his leadership, NXT produced stars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor. NXT became critically acclaimed. Fans praised its storytelling. Industry insiders respected its structure. Triple H was no longer just an on-screen villain. He was shaping WWE's future. The major challenge. In 2021, Triple H suffered a serious cardiac event. He underwent heart surgery. His in-ring career officially ended. For the first time, his future in WWE was uncertain. Then corporate changes shook the company. Vince McMahon stepped down in 2022. And what happened next reshaped professional wrestling. Triple H was appointed Chief Content Officer. Creative control shifted to him. No one saw this coming. The Authority storyline from 2013 suddenly felt prophetic. He wasn't playing power anymore. He had it. The comeback, but different. Turned Triple H as a wrestler. He returned as WWE's creative leader. Fans noticed immediate changes. Matches. Focus on in-ring storytelling. Talent being repositioned. Wee's direction felt different. More cohesive. More strategic. More modern. The man who once manipulated storylines on screen was now guiding them in reality. Legacy and impact. Triple H's journey wasn't just about championships. It was about evolution. From mid-card punishment in 1996, to the Shishebel, to world champion, to corporate villain, to creative architect. He learned the system. Then he mastered it. The Authority persona was more than a storyline. It was a preview of the future. Today, Triple H doesn't need to stand in the ring with a sledgehammer. He controls WWE from behind the curtain, and that may be the most powerful role he has ever played. Power in WWE changes hands. Superstars rise and fall. But control belongs to those who understand the game. And no one has understood it better. Triple H